Hello there! Day 61 of the Ewan McGregor-a-thon, and already the last day of the Ewan McGregor-a-thon. Can't believe it's gone by so fast. But here we are, and today I'm going to watch Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. Well, I think the real title is Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I wish the Ewan McGregor-a-thon didn't end on such an anticlimax, but I've seen this film already. I didn't really like it. It was fine. It was fine entertainment, but I didn't really. It's not really anything I really loved. But I'm still going to watch it again, and as always, for the last time, I will let you know what I thought of it after I've seen the film. Birds of Prey. I must admit, I like this film a little bit better than when I saw it in theatres. When I saw this film the first time, I was a little bit put off by the fact that I didn't know it was rated R, and they kept swearing and cursing and showing blood and really gory fractures. And I also noticed that first time that this film is a little bit, how do I put this? It doesn't really like men that much. Like, the 5 main female characters are all flawed and bad human beings, but somehow all men in Gotham are somehow even worse. I get that this is a feminist movie, and its whole thing is like, yeah, emancipation, go girls, you don't need no man, you can get up yourself and be badass without any man. And I support that message and I completely agree with it. However, I feel like there should be a way of doing that without painting men in a bad light. That is what I first thought when I saw this film in theatres. But now, upon my rewatch, that didn't really bother me as much. You know, with the whole Black Lives Matter movement, I really learned to respect other humans more. I always respected every single human person, but I was very much in the mindset of, if I just treat people who aren't as privileged as me the same way I would treat another person who is as privileged as me, then I am treating those two people equally. But since then I realized that's not really true. There's a good cartoon somewhere, I hope I'll find it and then I'll insert it in this video, that shows that no, people who've had it rough need a head start to be equal. That is, I guess, why painting men in a bad light didn't bother me as much, because films have been painting women in a bad light for decades. One feminist film won't kill me. I also since then realized that because this film isn't for me doesn't mean that it's a bad film. Like, maybe I can't necessarily put myself into the shoes of Harley Quinn and the other women in this film simply because I am not a woman. I don't know what it feels like to feel like you depend upon men, which is apparently a way that many women feel. I say apparently because I don't feel like this, but once again I don't have to. This is becoming a real politic heavy video. Point is, this film, I am not the main demographic, and that is fine. The main demographic is slightly younger than me, girls who really need to hear that they are completely fine as their own and don't need anyone to tell them otherwise. And in that way, I think this film succeeds pretty well. It doesn't mess around. All the female heroes in this film are great. Every single one is as badass as the last one. And I really think that if I were a girl of 17, 18 years old, I would have loved this film and probably seen Harley Quinn or the Huntress as my role model. And now I think of it, maybe they aren't necessarily the greatest role models, but when I was 17 or 18 years old, I really liked Suicide Squad and the Joker, so that's not a good role model either. Speaking of Suicide Squad, I really liked how this film really felt like an independent film, but it still had some winks and throwbacks to Suicide Squad to really make clear, yes, this is a sequel to Suicide Squad in a way, it's set in the same universe, but we don't have to do anything with that film. I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers and perhaps Margot Robbie realized that Suicide Squad wasn't the greatest film, so they just made a new film that really kind of erased Suicide Squad. Personally, I prefer watching Suicide Squad. I don't care how bad that film might be, I really enjoy it. Right, back to Birds of Prey. By far, my favorite part of this film is Ewan McGregor. He looks like he just is enjoying himself so much. Everything he does, the way he talks even, is fantastic. There's one tiny thing where he humiliates a woman in his club by making her dance and then strips her dress off her. That was a little bit maybe too edgy for me. It really worked to show that Romy was a really bad person, but yeah, Ewan McGregor in this film is just amazing. My favorite bit of Roman was this guy's 1,000 years old and now he's just an ornament in my living room. Ew. That was perfect. And with that being said, I think I've said everything I wanted to say about this film. It's not perfect by any means, but I appreciate it more than when I saw it in theatres. For that reason, I'm going to give Birds of Prey a 7 out of 10. And that's it. That was the last film in the Ewan McGregor-a-thon. No more films tomorrow. The summer is over. The Ewan McGregor-a-thon is over. And frankly, I don't really know what to do. Thank you very much for watching. And if this is your first video, hey, go and have a look at the Ewan McGregor-a-thon. And with that being said, I'll just say that I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.